Hey, everybody. Good evening. I just ran out because, by the way, if you can tell, there's been a little change in here, and I can't look at you directly because this blinding, light that they put on me because of my complexion, apparently they thought I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's happening. Okay, things change all the time, and I'm just caught up in that change just like the rest of you in this grand experiment that we call Mule Lifestyle. Anyways, I was trying to tell you, I was running in here to get to this, and every week I'm like, hey, I need the money for the competition. So I have to ask somebody in the office, and poor Nina is usually the one that gets stuck with the first ask. So she's prepared. So today she had a dime, because we're up to 16 cents now for this call-in competition. You're saying, Daniel, what are you talking about? Well, if you're new to this company, every week that goes by, to demonstrate what the compound effect is, what the idea of making small changes and how they have a ripple effect over time. Some of you are like, what are you talking about with this? Let me explain it to you like this. When you change a habit, when you do something differently, right, that adds up. So for instance, like if I say, okay, I'm going to start taking 1 hour a day, and I'm going to devote that time towards prospecting for new customers for my business, right? Let's just say as an example. And you say, I'm going to do that every single day. Well, every single day that adds up, because you remember the first day you were doing nothing. So now you're doing 1 hour, then you did 2 hours, and you did 3 hours. So my point is the ripple effect of what you do. If you make significant small changes in your habits, it adds up to obviously grow your business. You're all business owners, of course, so you probably can see. I can see. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Oh my goodness, I don't want you to. Oh, jeez. Anyways, listen. You're all business owners. You get what I'm trying to say. Blah blah blah. What are you here for this evening? You know what you're here for? You're here to just. You're at the epicenter. By the way, my name is Daniel McCarthy. I now have 2 cameras. That is 1+ in this studio. I can do this right here. Look at this. Ready? Watch this. Hold on. Bear with me now. Boom. Say something about it. That's me right there. This was a gift, by the way, by, hold on. Whoa, I can't stand that. Oh, a little too close there. Anyways, that was a gift, by the way, by Jennifer Franklin, one of our wonderful distributors who is out there fighting the good fight, experimenting with our new products. All right, let's go over this laundry list of things that I have to cover this evening, because I have a lot of things that I'm supposed to cover, including a call-in competition where there will be people calling in. Please put this phone number down for me. It's 623-628-7372, because at some point in time during this call, yours truly, that is me, will be asking you to call in, and when I say to do so, you will be fiercely competing against all the people that are watching this competition. You will be competing for a chance to win 16 cents today. Now, every single week, Kathy Freeman's been up there. You guys know the story. Most of you do. If you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Just when I say to call into that number. When I say to, which will usually be towards the end of the webcast, don't worry. Don't worry. All right, let's start off with, let's see, some house cleaning items. Catalogs are in. Listen to this. These new beautiful catalogs. I just handed them today to a congressperson. Swear to you, one of our I handed him this beautiful catalog. And what a remarkable tool this is. You say, well, Daniel, it's $1 a piece for a catalog. You're absolutely right, it is. And why do we charge for marketing material like that, for like a catalog, for instance? I'll tell you why. There's a golden rule when it comes to marketing. If we were to send you something for free in marketing, you will not use it. I guarantee you, you will put it on your countertop, on your end table, on your coffee table. Your kids are going to spill stuff all over it. You're going to place your coffee on it in the morning. Next thing you know, I live with 3 women, right? I mean, I know what it's going to look like. If you pay for that catalog as a marketing piece, what's going to happen is you're going to take very good responsibility of that marketing piece. You're going to make sure it gets delivered to someone the way it's supposed to be delivered to someone, and it then will be effective. People always give me grief for what I do, and there's always a method to my madness, always. It's crazy. This is blinding, by the way. To look at you straight on like this, I'm burning my retinas to do it for you guys. That's what I do for you. Anyways, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Please, if you spend $50 on those catalogs, you're going to get $100 in return. I can guarantee it. And so I told Lexi, I said, listen, tell everybody that if they spend the $50, we'll give them $50 back if they don't get $100 in return. I was saying it like in candor. I wasn't saying like, let's actually put together terms and conditions and all this other nonsense. I seem to forget how the world works every once in a while. My point is this. I don't really care. I promise you this. If you take those catalogs and you hand them to someone, you will see orders as a result of them. I promise you. So if I'm in your shoes, I'm always going to have those on hand. I'm always going to be handing them out. You should make it a goal to where, you're handing out X number of those a day. Remember the compound effect, right? If you took every single day and you said, listen, I will not come home until I hand out X number of catalogs, your business is going to grow. But I don't really care. I mean, if you spend the money and you don't make the money back, please let us know. And we'll try to right our wrong some way, shape, or form. I doubt we will. I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. I'm in a great mood today. You cannot screw up my mood today. I can't tell you why, because it's not done yet, but it's going to be done. And when it is, yours truly right here is so excited about what news he just got today. It's a big, big deal. It's big for everybody here. It's not important. Anyways, all right, number 2. So number 1 is the catalogs. Number 2 is this. If you have ideas for the Soapy Bliss name change, you can now submit those ideas through a website link that I could give to you right now, but I can't because I'm not actually on here. I'm on a different software. I'm looking at the link, but the point is I didn't attach it to a .com because I forgot to do it. So I have this link that everyone has to submit these ideas for. And by the way, when it comes to Soapy Bliss, keep in mind that we have new machinery, we have new seals, we're experimenting with the Soapy Bliss product line quite a bit. There's a reason that distributors get access to things first is because you guys, in a lot of cases, you are our testers for these products. And we will always make we will always make what's wrong right. I promise you, we will change whatever needs to be changed to make something work. Why I'm telling you, though, this is because just remember, we are diligently working on perfecting this. It looks like the sugar scrubs are where we're having the majority of our shipping errors at this point in time in terms of them actually getting to the customer. But the reality of it is, overall, the product line is doing very good. We're excited about adopting this new name change. We do have some great ideas that are being thrown around, and we're encouraging everybody, if you have any ideas, you're more than welcome to submit them and sign your life away at this link that I'm not giving you tonight, but I'll have to send it in an email. How about that? I was supposed to send it, but I just got the legal language back from the attorney and blah, blah, blah. The leaderboards, number 3. The leaderboards are now available in your back office. You can now see at live time where you are in terms of, where you're ranking in terms of the other distributors. And the leaderboards are back there for everybody to enjoy. It's been a requested item for a long time, and we're delighted to finally have that available to everybody. Yes, we are. Speaking of customer service and shipping issues, I'm going to read this to you. At the heart of Makeup Eraser, Mew Lifestyle, we try to be a servant to our distributors and customers. Are you sick of hearing that yet? We have changed so much that our customer service and shipping department, both that are in-house, have worked very hard to keep up with the changes. Please understand that there are some useful tools to provide better support for yourself and for your customers. You can submit a ticket right now if you wanted to, or for your customer on behalf of your customer. So let's say your customer reaches out to you and they say, I have a problem. You can actually submit a ticket and it goes to everybody. That's at mewsupport.com. That's been there for a while, by the way. And there's also a good FAQ section at mewsupport.com. If an order is sent incorrectly, no worries. We will fix it. If you just reach out to our customer service by submitting a ticket at mewsupport.com, emailing info@makeuperaser.com and or shipping at makeuperaser.com, or calling the 1-800 number at any time. The 1-800-575-9451. Speaking of our 1-800 number, we will be changing this service so that it never forwards to an off-site call center ever again. I just heard a collective scream of happiness. What that means is we will no longer, what we've always done traditionally is when someone calls to our customer support line, it rolls over. So we have, at any given time, we have a certain number of people answering our phone. If those phone calls, if our staff in-house are not here, let's say it's after hours or they're busy on the phone, it rolls over to a third-party call center. That third-party call center has no authority or ability to do anything other than take the customer or your information. So a lot of times people get frustrated because they're like, hey, I'm trying to get some help, but this person can't help me. We've decided to eliminate that service altogether. And what's going to happen now is if it rolls over, it's going to roll over to a message system. I want everybody to be aware that we've actually, with this message system, we've made it to where your message will be digitally transposed. It will be sent to everybody that it needs to be sent to, and you will be taken care of very quickly. So the nice thing is that from a cost perspective, from a company perspective, it's a phenomenal thing because it's costing us an exorbitant amount to have people answer the phone for no reason. Why do I have to go so far into this stuff? Like, I'm supposed to stay on the script here. I have this written down for a reason because everybody's like, shut up, just read this. When I say everybody, I'm talking about Lexi, by the way, who I noticed, I don't know if she's on this call, but I noticed the diva. It's her light, by the way. The joys. Words are now available. Customer service is great. Our customer service is phenomenal. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, we definitely have some issues in terms of shipping sometimes, and that is because we do a lot of orders with a small group of people, and we've had some growing pains over the last 3 months with that department. But I will tell you, even the people that are back there that have made those mistakes, they are so good at what they do. They work so hard. I promise you guys, it's running really well. For the most part, we have a very small percentage of error in comparison to our overall orders. So just have confidence in your company, have confidence in your team that is behind you, supporting you at this wonderful corporate building here. Because I promise you this, we understand that it's a reflection of your business. We take that very, very seriously. We will make any wrong a right. We work very hard to do so. May not happen perfectly, but it'll get better and better. But I'm sure there's some answers on that. Some comments on that, which I'll be happy to answer any questions, of course, on any of those things. Let's see what else I have here. Oh, boy. Who is going to Cancun? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Hold on one second here. I got something here for you guys. Let me pull this up. I just had our travel, the person that's helping us coordinate this trip, I just had them send us a picture of the beach, Cancun Beach. Hold on, here it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Look at this mess. That's not Cancun. It's not. That never gets old to me. That never gets old. I'm just kidding. That's not really Cancun, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there. Just some messaging. It's a fierce competition, okay? Listen, I get it. It's a fierce competition, right? We're at a disadvantage. Let me just bear with me here. Just, humor me for a second, okay? And listen to what I have to say. Will you do that for me, please? We're at a disadvantage as an organization. This has all been built from scratch here, okay? There's no big there's no big backers here. This isn't like a celebrity trying to do something here. This is an operation that grew grassroots organically. That's what you're a part of, which is great. It has its advantages and disadvantages. But from a company's perspective, we're at a disadvantage because I can't go and book an entire hotel or whatever the case may be. I have to do things very rigidly when we're making these type of decisions. So it creates this nasty atmosphere, okay? Right? Because you guys have to compete. And trust me, I don't want it that way. If I had it my way, it would be if you do this, you get into the incentive. And I hope that that's the way it turns out to be someday, right? I hope that's the way it turns out to be. But right now, it's not. Right now, we have to deal with the confines that we have as an organization. And we have to make the best of what we have. And what that means is when you're involved with a company like this on the grassroots, on the ground floor like this, you have to recognize that when we put out a number like 50, I'd rather that number be unlimited, of course, right? But right now, that's what we can comfortably allot for to make sure that we can, provide the best experience for our people. If you've been to any of our incentive trips, or if you've been to any of our conventions, we try to impact your life. I mean, I really want it to be a situation when you walk away, your life has changed. And I'm not talking about the corny change where you're just motivated to make money. I'm talking about your life. You start thinking of things a little bit differently. That's the goal. You start thinking things from a bigger picture. And I mean, we've always tried to do things a little bit differently when it comes to that. So my point is this, is that when you're going to Cancun with us, the top 50 people that get there, we understand that it's fierce. We understand that the competition is heavy. And we understand that there's people right now that are number 51 through 100 that are fighting to get to be in that top 50 spot. We understand that there's people in the 101 to 200 that are fighting to get in that top 50 spot. And that creates an atmosphere where people are trying to do things differently. Now, today, I will tell you guys that I wasn't involved earlier today with a couple of different things that had happened, whereas the company right now, we're struggling with, how do we best help everybody, right? Because the challenge is you want to make it the best playing field possible for every distributor out there. And the reality of it is there is no perfect scenario. The reality of the world is that there's some people that are going to figure out ways and different ideas that are going to be more successful than others. And that's just the way the world works. So I know that today there was some communication that went back and forth, and we had some meetings internally about it. And I just want to kind of just briefly touch on this situation where you can have it both ways. And what I mean by that is this, is that as a company, you can love each other, respect each other, and have fun with each other and compete against each other and still have people doing things differently than other people. You can do that. It doesn't have to be an environment where people are trying and experimenting, doing different things, and other people are seeing those things, and other people are, and it doesn't have to be that way. What I'm trying to get at is I just want everybody to take a big step back and realize that we have a company that's growing very quickly, and we're going to do things differently than how other companies have done it. And we're going to go to the top. And when we get to the top, we're going to be able to stay at the top because of the way we build this organization. But it comes from an atmosphere and a culture where people are willing to experiment and work together and not be, be fair to each other. Because ultimately, what I'm getting at here is the scenario where someone is offering incentives for their team to join their team publicly or any of those type of things. Ultimately, we as a company, legally, we don't have to stop anything. And what I mean by that is this, is that I don't have to tell anybody, the company doesn't have to tell anyone what not to do. And in some cases, we can't tell you. For instance, you're your own business. I mean, so frankly, what things do you want us to do, right? What I mean by that is this, is that I know running this business, I hate when someone tells me what I can and cannot do. All of you can agree on that, right? Everybody out there should be shaking their head, yes. When I'm running my business, I don't like when people tell me what I can or cannot do. So my point is and the moral of the story is that from a company's position, you're going to find a lot of I guess, leniency in terms of people doing what it is they are trying to do, experimenting. And the reason for that in a lot of cases is because, frankly, I don't want to stifle the the entrepreneurial spirit of the 99% women that are involved with this organization. I'm not going to stop these. I'm not going to stop these strong, smart, wonderful women in this organization from trying things and experimenting with things. And I just ask everybody to realize that just be careful, because what you may do to grow your business may be different than what someone else does to grow their business. And these are tough, right? These are tough. I hate policy stuff. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. And, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to talk anymore on this subject. All I can tell you guys is this, that we had some meetings internally. We talked about this internally quite a bit today. I was made aware of some of the thoughts and some of the ideas and some of the things that we can do. And I'll tell you right now that, don't stop being creative and don't stop trying things to grow your business. But try not to infringe on others when you're doing it, and be respectful of others as well as you're doing it. But for the most part, hey, look, yours truly here. I don't want to stop anybody from growing their business, okay? That's what it boils down to. So grow like crazy. Do whatever you got to do to grow your business. And for those of you out there that say, Daniel, we have to have policies. We have to stop people from doing certain things. Well, of course. I mean, we can always talk to someone and just see what's going on. But I mean, for the most part, look, guys, legally, we're constrained. We as a company, we're not police, right? We're not the federal government. I mean, it's just a company, right? So I can't enforce law, right? All I can do is create policies. But if a policy is overwritten by a law, then that law supersedes the policy. So when people get frustrated, for example, when someone sells the product for less than what it's supposed to be sold for, trust me, we may not sell our product to that person again. We may decide, hey, look, that person's not going to be able to work with us anymore. But I mean, ultimately, we have to be really smart about how we do that. And I will tell you, in almost 4 years, there's been very few people, very few, if any, that have been asked to leave this organization. We believe that there can be a world that everybody can be creative and smart. So again, I just wanted to kind of voice my opinion in that conversation. I think it's great that our company internally is getting to this point where we're having to think about these things again. This is a great position to be in. And thank you, everybody. Let's talk about something more important. Let's talk about the fact that right now in this organization, we're growing in leaps and bounds. We're kicking tail. Okay, things are getting serious around here. I've got phone calls from congressmen. People are talking to me again, man. I mean, I remember like when we were going through our we had to go through some growing pains. I remember, where's my calls? See, now people are calling me again. That's how I know. People can smell it, right? They know what's happening. The drums are beating. It's getting very serious here. You guys are part of the big time. I mean, this is it. And look, everybody's asking me lately. They're like, "What's going on? What are the next steps? What's happening?" And I'm going to tell you, they are big. We're taking huge new steps. We're taking huge new commitments as a company. And I want to encourage every one of you listening to this call to really listen to me really closely in what I'm about to tell you. As many of you are committing yourselves to this organization, we are continuously recommitting ourselves to bigger and bigger ambitions, bigger and bigger ideas, and that's not stopping, and we have some big things happening. So everybody, thank you for your hard work. Let me give some quick shout-outs, by the way. Where's Deborah Pasco? Is Deborah Pasco listening to me out there? I get text messages from Deborah Pasco. I get text messages from the corporate office. It's like you got somebody out there putting in she had two resellers that did an order of like over $2,000. It's like, I forget what it was, but like a big deal. So Deborah Pasco, a little fist bump for you, and looks like my fist is golden. Boom. Don't fist bump your camera. I'm not paying for cameras that you break because you punched it. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, look at this. Christy Kozakowski. You can see this now. This is Team Sky right here with the... Here, let's do this. Watch this. This is why I wanted this. Watch this. I'm changing the whole ball game. Look at this. I'm going mobile now, baby. Look at this. Kind of mobile. Like, oh, there we go. That's Team Sky right there. That's Christy Kozakowski. Congratulations to her. And then you flip it around. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Then you got, look at this. Heather Agee. What a remarkable person this is too. We got a talent on our hands with Heather. She's hungry. I love, like I told you guys, I mean, I love when people are hungry and ready to take that next step. Congratulations to the both of you. I'm going to go mobile at some point too, so I can start doing these things all over the place with you guys. My phone, I've got like a 3-year-old, 4-year-old phone. I'm pretty cheap. How many people are on this call live, by the way? How many people are on this call live? Let me take a look here. Let's take a look-see. Hold the phone. How many people are live? Okay, call in 623-628-7372. Go ahead, call in 623-628-7372. We're going to compete. Oh, that's right. Kathy, oh man, I forgot all about this. So we're going to take the 5th caller. Let's see here. 623-628-7372. Let's see here. 1 call down. Trying to flip over here quickly. 2 calls down. 3 calls down. 4 calls down. Okay, who made it on?
Rachel Whalen.
Who is this?
Rachel Whalen from Greenville, North Carolina.
Rachel, welcome to Mew Live.
Thank you.
Oh, Rachel, hold on one second. Can I put you on hold for just 1 second?
Yes,
Guys, this is my daughter's calling me. Hold on. Emily?
Yeah?
Hey, baby, I'm on a live webcast right now. Is everything okay?
I know that. I'm just going for the call-in.
What do you mean you're going for the call-in, baby? Are you on Mew Live? You're calling in to call in?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Emily, you can't call in, baby. You can't compete against everybody. I can't have you on the call. You're not a distributor, baby.
Well, I was just trying to get those 16 cents.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Well, I gotta let you go though, baby, because we're in the middle of this webcast. So I've got to. Unfortunately, you weren't caller number 5 either, by the way. So I mean, you technically wouldn't have been on the call either way. So I mean, I'm sorry to tell you that too.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you when I get home. I love you.
Love you too.
Gosh, are you kidding me? That's what I deal with. I'm so sorry. My daughter actually just called. Rachel. She was trying to compete with you. It's unbelievable what's going on. This is nuts. Oh boy. Okay, now I've got to put you up against Heather Agee if she's watching, because Kathy Freeman is not available this evening. So Heather Agee, I can't believe my daughter just called. That just threw off my whole game. Anyways, Heather Agee is going to be competing against you. Let me see if I can get her on the phone. Heather, if you're out there, see if you can get her to call. No, I can't answer your call. I still got people calling. Hey, by the way, Rachel, was the phone line busy when you were trying to call?
It was, and then I hit it again, and it rang too. I'm surprised.
Nice work. Nice work. Let me see what we got here. Hold on for me. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to call Heather real quick. What a mess this is. Look what kind of mess I've created here. Well, we're competing for 16 cents. It's getting a little bit more serious. Heather may not know I'm even calling her. This may turn into an absolute. I mean, Rachel just may win by default. I mean, if she's got no one to compete with, you know, Kathy Freeman couldn't make tonight's call, I don't think, unless she's out there. Then she can call and compete.
You have reached the voicemail box.
Rachel, I have some fantastic news for you.
Okay.
Well, the way it works is basically you were supposed to be competing this evening with one of two individuals. I was going to put them both on the phone. Really. And, hey, hold on 1 second, Rachel. Hold on. Let me see who this is real quick.
Okay.
Hello, this is Daniel? Hello? Are you trying to call me live? Yes. Hold on. I gotta hang up on you. It's a 623 number. You didn't make it in. I'm so sorry. Hold on. You know what? Hold on. You made it in. I can't do that because then I gotta cut you off. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Bye.
Bye. It was a 623 number, Rachel, which I'm thinking maybe it's a school or something. I don't know what the heck's going on here. This is a weird night. And anyways, Rachel, here's how this works. Because the two people that you could have competed with tonight, they both forfeited against you. You automatically win. You have a choice. You can continue to next week. You can get sent this 16 cents right here. Or I might just send you something in the mail anyways, just because. But either way, you qualify to go next week against Kathy Freeman or Heather Agee, or both of them, whichever ones decide to show up or whatever. I don't know. This thing's turned into a mess. You win by default, I guess is my point. You don't have to answer any questions or anything. So congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
Rachel, let me ask you a question. Will you do me a favor? Will you text me over either your distributor ID or just any information about yourself so I can make sure we get something out to you? And then are you available next week to compete? It sounds like the other two people that are supposed to be here weren't available. I hope they're too busy selling product or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Will you be available next week, Rachel?
Oh, yes, I will.
You will? All right.
Uh-huh.
How long have you been a distributor, Rachel?
I think almost a month.
It's been about a month?
About a month, yeah.
What's your background, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm retired now, but I sold insurance for over 30 years.
Are you kidding me? Now, what type of insurance mainly?
Life, health, disability, all that, retirement.
Very nice, very nice. And you did that for, you said, about 30 years?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, that's a tough business. That's no joke. That's not an easy business.
I know, but I enjoyed it.
Did you, well, that's fantastic. I mean, so this is a kind of a second career for you. You're getting into beauty. I mean, do you like the beauty space? Do you like cosmetics?
Oh, I do. And what I really like is the fact that you can win trips, because that's what I did when I sold insurance. I really miss traveling like that. Get a lot of good trips, and I might not make it to Cancun, but I'll make it to something there.
Yes, you will. I can promise you, there's going to be plenty of opportunities to go somewhere, no doubt about it. Can I ask you a question? Just do you mind me putting you on the spot a little bit?
Oh no, that's okay.
How was your experience joining the company? What type of experience did you have when you came on the company?
With this company here?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I was. Well, I bought the makeup eraser, from online, and I contacted you actually through an email saying I really love this racer, and I think if women try it, they're going to buy it. And then you sent me somebody, and I'm under Christy, and I have been very impressed. She's really been supportive. Tanya's been supportive. I've gone through the training process. I'm really impressed with that. And I'm trying different things because this is so new to me. I had no idea that you had other products. So that has been a mind blow. I was just interested in the makeup eraser. And now I've got so much more to learn, and I've gotten excited about, going in the back office. You've got everything so organized, and I love the way that it's like a family. I mean, it's just, I'm really excited again. I mean, I'm 65, but, I'm not ready to give up yet.
I'm intrigued by your story because, it's funny because I find that we have a way about this company of attracting the best talent that's available for the industry. There's just something weird that we're able to kind of put out there. We have this, I don't know if it's a culture or if it's a vibe that we're putting out there, but we just have this really weird way of getting talented people like yourself who have the experiences that you have to see what we're doing and like what we're doing. So I don't know. Like I said, I welcome you to the company, and thanks for joining, of course, and thanks for being a part of it. It's really fun, and like I said, it's just humbling. It's humbling to have an opportunity to have talent like you join the company. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you.
I had a good day today, though. I did some advertising online through my Facebook stuff, and which I've made a page and all, and I got 2 customers that I don't even know that signed up to. And, I've already had 3 so far that I don't even know. But, I mean, I'm feel like I'm not moving fast enough, or, but I want to really hurry up and get it done, do something. But anyway, my name is Rachel Webb. You're going to see me on that list somewhere. I don't know how long it's going to take.
Hey, that doesn't matter.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you very, very much. Welcome to the company, and thank you for being with us. Thank you for calling in. You automatically qualify. You qualify for next week. So next week, if you can be on, you're going against somebody in a competition. So you will be available, and you guys are competing for 32 cents. It's starting to add up,
Yep, okay.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
This is my daughter calling me again. Emily, what's going on? This isn't funny. I'm getting trolled by my own kids.
No, I know, but there's nobody, so I thought maybe I could do it.
No. Yeah, Emily. Okay, baby, I gotta go. I mean, this is literally a live webcast. I mean, you cannot. You're not old enough. I mean, you're a young girl. You're 10.
Okay.
Baby, I promise you, you can compete, baby. Now you're gonna give me a try. Now everybody's gonna hate me because of this. All right, I love you. All right, I will see you when I get home. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting trolled. There's only 1 month left in the competition. I know you guys are fighting fiercely to get to the competition. Oh. I'm sorry to that distributor that called from the 623 number. She called like 4 or 5 times, and I decided to pick up thinking maybe there's an emergency or something. I got offices everywhere. We've got 5 offices all over the place with different companies and everything. So who knows, I don't know. A lot of people talk about doing it. A lot of people, I know who that is. That's an attorney. I'm not taking that call. No, thank you. A lot of people talk about doing it. Okay? A lot of people say, I'm going to be number 1. I'm going to be in the top 50. That's what a lot of people do. But then there's some that get it done. Right? There's some that go out there and get the job done. You have to make a choice. You have to say to yourself, what person am I going to be? Am I going to be the person that gets it done? Am I going to be the person that goes out there no matter what and gets the job done? Or am I going to be the person that figures out a way? And maybe it's not my attorney. It's a 315 number. I saw New York. It's probably a distributor. Who knows? Let's just let anybody call. You made it on mute. You made it on mute live. You didn't make it on for a call-in competition. I don't know who this is, but go ahead and you just say whatever's on your mind. Hello. Yeah, it's probably a troll. I'm getting trolled. I'm getting trolled by my kids. I'm getting trolled by random. I mean, who knows who it is, right? Who knows? Who knows what's going on out there? Let's see. Anything else? Okay, I'll take any comments, questions, or concerns. This blew up in my face tonight. I mean, this literally went sideways quickly. Oh, there's only 88 people on anyways. What the heck's it matter anyways? How many people were on live? No, I'm not answering your call. I don't know who it is. Okay, let's see what we got here. Of course, Emily took over my comment. Okay, so how many people were on live? So it doesn't much matter anyways, right? We wouldn't have given away too much money anyways. 85, 86, 88. Come on. How come everyone wants to watch, like, Julie and Lexi and Tanya and no one wants to watch yours truly? Why is that? I don't understand it. I don't care. Yeah, I'm sure I got a hate mail. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Rachel, congratulations. We'll see you back next week for the call-in. Everybody will be on. Watch. When this number right here for this call-in prize adds up to, like, starts adding up to real money. No, I'm not answering that call. I'm getting trolled. It's probably like somebody from my high school or something, or some disgruntled, who knows. This is what happens when you put stuff out there live. I don't know. Either way. You know what, guys? Listen, this is what I'm trying to get at, though. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Some people are going to get it done. Some people are going to make it. Some people are not. Look at this. I'm just, like I said, now I'm just getting trolled on purpose. Usually, by the way, it's disgruntled. This is the funniest part. I used to get calls from, it used to be like when we did this live stuff, I'd get calls from people that were like, terrible, disgruntled distributors. I used to get, old employees that would call, and they would, like, try to troll me. And one time, I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in the day, this was like, like 2 or 3 years ago, I got put on blast by an ex-distributor. And what they did was they disguised their name. At the time, we were using Join.me. There was no live streaming at the time. This was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That's how far technology has come, too, by the way. But I don't know what they said something. But anyways, I went postal. I went postal on them. It was so bad. I mean, because they literally wouldn't stop. So finally, I just had enough, and I went off on them. So I mean, I don't mind doing that. Oh, I did pick up Nicole. So okay, so that's what's going on here. I'm getting calls from people all over the place. There's more people calling in than there are people on the call. Wow. Oh, look at this. I'm getting a shout out to... Hello? I'm getting a shout out to Mark Helwig. He got a 2,400 order from one salon. Oh, my gosh. What? Nicole, what's the deal? Are you the one trolling me right now, or what's the story here?
First of all, you have to remember I live in the woods, so I have a house phone and a cell phone. But the reason I wanted to pop in is to tell you look pretty sleek with that diva light.
You like that? Sarah like that?
I'm going to give you, I think your hair's combed a little slicker. Like, you're just looking prim and proper.
Thank you.
I want to give kudos.
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate that very much. I agree.
Yeah. And you better bring home something good for Emily.
I know. I mean, what kind of mess is that? I mean, that's ridiculous. She's watching right now, too. I'm sure she's watching, and she's, I had to make my poor daughter cry at home. You know what I mean? Oh, God.
I mean, she only has, like, what, 6 more years, and she's going to be rocking it. So you should let her stay. Shame on you.
Anything else, Nicole? I mean, you built me up and then you just tore me down. By the way, I appreciate that very much.
Well, no, I just like to keep things balanced.
Hey, by the way,
Give the good.
by the way, some people may not know who you are, Nicole. They may have seen you online, but they've never heard you talk before. So you're out there. You just achieved gold status. You're one of our top distributors out there. I think you're number 3 right now in contest points. Is that right?
Yes, I am number 3. I don't have my convention ticket in though. Otherwise, I'd be number 2.
Oh, why are you giving away? Why are you telling people what you could be doing? It's a competition.
I'm actually just giving everybody a heads up. At 50, it's simple math.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Let me ask you a question, Nicole. Is the climate kind of fierce out there right now in the distributor? I mean, I get the sense. I mean, I'm staying away from it. That's why I don't go on Facebook. I won't go on Facebook for that reason. It's terrible.
Daniel, the leaves are starting to change.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god! I'm not. Listen, I'm not. I want nothing to do with this. I want nothing to do with this at all.
I know it's bad. It's like fall. Like I have a flannel on. It's crazy. But
Wow.
that's what you get for living in snowflake land. So it is what it is. I'll move somewhere warmer. You know.
Well, listen.
I'm looking forward to Cancun. That's for sure.
No, you know what, guys? Seriously. So let me ask you a question. In all seriousness, I want to ask you a question. So you do realize that when this type of environment that we have here, it's very competitive. I mean, it's tough. I mean, it's not like it's fun out there.
It's we just have to remember that we're all part of the same company. But it does get hard because a competition where it's top points as opposed to reaching a certain amount of points. So somewhere down the road when that can be, reality, that's going to be awesome. But right now it's a competition. It is what it is. But all just remember that we're all doing the same thing. Keep it real, keep it fierce, and it's anyone's game. Somebody can join right now and be in Cancun. Like, it's anyone's game. So keep up the good work. We've got some high points going on.
You guys are kicking butt. I mean,
Yeah.
kudos to you. I mean, you're doing a fantastic job. I mean, Frank, you are doing a fantastic job.
I love what I do, so I keep on trucking.
Well,
I keep on trucking.
it shows in your results. It shows in your
And
results.
I started reading.
You
So
know,
I'm going to recommend anybody who wants a book to read Go Pro. It's all about self-branding, and it's all about bettering yourself first before you can really go out there and hammer it. And so I've been learning. I've been self-teaching a whole new outlook on what I'm doing. It's something I heard, and I'll throw this out there, and then I'll hang this up, is a lot of us say we're building an empire, and you have to remember that empires can crumble, and focus on building a legacy. So that's all I got. That's my dealio. You heard it here first.
wow. Why don't you?
All right.
How do I follow that up? What am I supposed to do to follow that up?
I don't know. You just keep providing good products because we'll keep selling what you provide, right?
That's
like I got on here thinking we're going to be selling some Diva Light. Come on now. That was cheap. I got Jorge in the garage, and he's like, "Well, come tell me what's going on." And I'm going to go out there and be like, "He just was blinded for 30 minutes. That was it. Nothing about no Diva Light."
Oh, I guess that's true. I mean, here's the thing. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Just forget about it. I'm done.
No, hey, you don't stop there. Do you hold back? Or are you serious right now?
I'm not saying.
What you got?
I've got nothing else for anybody. I'm actually I'm a little perplexed. I'm a little perplexed by this whole situation, really.
Why? What's wrong?
Well, I noticed that I'm confused by what happened here tonight in a lot of different ways, because I'm not going to no more. Either way, Nicole, thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for everything that you're doing. And
you're welcome.
I'm getting emails too at the same time. Like, I'm getting all sorts of data coming at me. So Nicole, thank you very much. Of course.
Well, we're making you popular. Isn't that what you want?
Yeah, please, everybody. I mean, that's what I need. I need to be popular. Yes.
All right, and to all you Mew distributors out there, you guys are rocking. So keep on doing what you're doing.
Yes, you are.
All
Yes, you
right.
are. Thank you, Nicole.
Okay.
Thank you for everything.
All right, goodbye.
Bye-bye. All right, this has gone on. This has dragged on for long enough. Listen, everybody. Thank you, everybody, very much for everything that you do. I love when someone says that they're starting to read and they're starting to enrich their mind. Do you know that the average CEO reads like something like 50 or 60 books a year? That's like one a week that the average CEO reads. I always tell people that it's not necessarily you don't need to read 52 or 60 different books. It's good to find a couple or 10 that you really like and really hone in on them. But I encourage everybody to do that. I encourage everybody to step up their game and really take some time for themselves to concentrate on developing better business habits and learn from the people that have done it. And that have achieved. GoPro is a great book, by the way. It's a great book. I've read it a couple times actually, and it's definitely a winner. Definitely a winner. Nicole's doing a great job. Everybody's going to do a great job. Who's going to make it? It's the last days of the month coming up. Let's finish. Oh, no, we're at the beginning of the month. What am I talking about? Well, either way, you might as well treat it like it's the last days of the month because it's fierce out there right now. Everybody, thank you very much for attending, and I apologize for this live webcast went off the rails a little bit, okay? I apologize in advance. We will see you back next Tuesday for another train wreck of a webcast conducted by yours truly right here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. We'll see you guys back next week. Okay, everybody. Thank you. Be safe.